The leg gets hot. Valgus collapse. Alright, well, hey, a little bit of flexion in the spine. Oh, that's a hot mess. Okay, good. Good.
Wait.
Good. Greg's not even going to try.
Episode 22, how we're going to fix all this hot mess.
Welcome back to Movement Project. It's episode 22. I've got my model and colleague here, Mike Ritter. He's going to show us how to do some ankle mobility today, and he's going to show us why we need to do it. Alright, so Mike, please, with your toes straight ahead, squat down as low as you can. All the way down. Butts to calves. Okay. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, that was bad. Okay, stand up. Alright, so Mike has an issue with going all the way down to deep squat. So what we're going to do is we're going to test out his ankle range of motion because I have a hunch that's the problem. Alright, so he's going to drop down into a half kneeling, shift his hips back onto his heel. Alright, so he starts just with his knee right over his ankle, and then he's going to see how far he can push his knee forward, keeping his heel down on the ground. Okay, and relax, show us the side view really quick. So he's just going half kneeling, facing one way or the other. Hips on the heel, and we're measuring this ankle range of motion by seeing how far he can push that knee past the toe. Alright, he should have a good amount of range going past the toe with the knee. Okay, we should be able to get a lot more dorsiflexion than we have. So that is going to be what we remember as the test. Go ahead and switch to the other side. So just try to eyeball this, get a feeling for how it feels when you go through the movement. How far can you get your knee past your toe with the heel tacked down on the ground? Alright, maybe the left is a little bit better than the right. But what we're going to do is we're going to now address all those tissues that are restricted. So he's going to grab a hold of the crossball. We've gone through this before. Remember, we've got ankle restrictions, so we got to work on the bottom of the foot. Go ahead and stand up. Alright, so he's just going to hold on to the stick, get himself some balance. He's going to push into those tissues down the center, down the inside, down the outside. Good. If you feel the tender spot, he's going to sit on it and try to smash into it and relax. Okay, so once he gets through that, we've got a new one for you. This is called the tack and smash. So he's going to sit down. You can use pretty much anything. A board. We had parallettes we were going to use. We got all kinds of stuff. A barbell could work. He's going to find all those tissues. I'm going to hold this down. So you have a partner try to hold it down for him. He's going to find all the tightness. And what we're going to do is we're going to tack that movement down, and now we're going to try to pull his toe up into as much dorsiflexion as we can, and even kind of move through the range of motion. So move your foot like in a circle. Alright, and then he'll scoot forward. He'll try to find a new spot, tack it down, get that tissue, and start to move in a circle. Alright, so basically you get the idea. So he's going to do this in as many spots as he can, and if he finds a spot that's extra tender, he'll spend extra time there. Alright, so now all the soft tissue stuff is done. Let's go ahead and work with the movement that we've got. Alright, so he goes back into half kneeling. One foot in front, one foot behind. What we're going to do is we're going to keep him accountable for keeping the knee on the outside of the toes. So he's going to hold on to the stick and make sure it's on the outside of his foot. Yep. And he's going to shift his weight as far forward as he can, driving his knee open and is keeping his heel down, and he's going to shift back. Okay, see if you can get a little bit more range on rep 2. Heel stays down, knee goes open, and come back. He'll do 10, and then switch sides, focusing on asymmetries if he has any, and relax. Good. Okay, so now that we've isolated the joint, let's go ahead and make this a little bit more of a global pattern. Let's come a little closer, Antonio. He's going to come right up against the wall here. Hands on the wall. We're focusing on the back leg. Make sure the toe is straight, arch intact. He's going to push his weight as far forward as he can, again with the heel down. And when he gets through that for about 3 to 5 seconds, then he'll drop his knee to the ground, shift his weight back, and we're trying to just get as much of a stretch in the bottom of the foot as we can. Alright, and then stand up, go through it again. Alright, so you know how we're always trying to move in and out, trying to address both ends of the tissue. Right here we're addressing both ends. So you've got the Achilles, we got the attachment point here. And as he drops down, we get him into a little bit more of a foot stretch. Alright, and retest. Go ahead and come back to your half kneeling position. The idea here is that we have a little bit more range of motion. Go ahead and sit your hips back on your heel. Alright, now he's going to see if he can get his knee a little bit further past his toe. Keeping his heel on the ground. And he got it. Alright. So that's your test and retest. That's your homework for today. Let me know how it goes. Hopefully you got a better squat when you're done. Good luck.